Hi, welcome to Phoenix Blue Designs and Travel. Recently, we went on a New Year's Eve cruise aboard MSC's Meraviglia. If you're thinking about doing a New Year's Eve cruise, we highly recommend it, especially on MSC Meraviglia. MSC Meraviglia was located at the Brooklyn, New York cruise terminal. We left extremely early for the port because we didn't know what the traffic would be like so close to New Year's Eve. There could have been street closures, we weren't sure. Thankfully, traffic was great and we got to the port early. No street closures. Once you enter the port, follow the cones to the cruise terminal, not so much the painted road lines. When you get close to the terminal, the line of traffic will split into two lines. For us, the line to the right was for taxis and pickup drop-off vehicles. The line to the left was for those who will be dropping off luggage and parking at the port. Once you drive past the terminal building with a big circle on the front, you'll see signs for luggage drop-off on your right. You just pull over into the luggage drop-off area and leave your luggage. We were able to print our luggage tags beforehand and put them on our luggage. Suggested tip is $2 per bag. When you're done dropping off luggage, just pull out and go straight until you see parking on your left. We were on a 7-day cruise, so parking came to about $315, approximately $40 per day. I think there's different pricing depending on how long you'll be parking at the port. Check-in is at the terminal building with the big circle on the front. Check-in was smooth and didn't take long, but we had to wait in the waiting area for the ship to be cleared so we could board for about 2 hours. Now, granted, we did arrive at the port really early because we didn't know if road closures due to New Year's Eve festivities would impact our travel. There were bagels, breakfast pastries, and drinks available for a fee. If you think you may want something, get it early before they run out. We had everything bagel with butter, a water, and can of nitro coffee for about $15. The bagel was toasted and they gave us butter to put on it. It was tasty. When we checked in, they gave us a number and they called groups by numbers to get on the ship. When they call your number and the number to one of the staff members as you follow a line of people to enter the ship. First, as soon as you get on board, find a screen by the elevators and schedule your shows. Yes, you can schedule most of your shows on the screens. Also, if you link the credit card to your account before boarding, you don't have to do it on board. I tested it. I was so worried they were going to stop us as we were leaving this ship, but it was fine. Everything was charged to the card. Cabins were ready by approximately 1:30 p.m., but you can leave any luggage or bags you're carrying in your cabin before then. The safety demonstration was different. You have to report to your cabin, watch the safety video, and wait for them to announce that you can go to your assembly point to leave your cabin. I think I jumped the gun like 4 times. Lunch was served at the Marketplace Buffet from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. on embarkation day. The Meraviglia is a beautiful ship. 5, 6, 7, and 15 allow you to walk the length of the ship. But there are decks that you have to go up or down a deck in order to get all the way forward front of the ship or aft the back of the ship. There are location maps located normally near the entrance to the elevator stairway areas. I never really could tell what direction was aft and which was forward without checking the map or looking at what was in front of us. The buffet is aft and the pool area is midship. I'll start on the beautiful outdoor pool, the atmosphere pool on deck 15, about midship. Even though it was a nice sized pool, it was always too full for us, even on port days. Note that there are day beds that line the sides of the pool, and we like that they're included. No additional fee, just first come, first serve. Also notice that if you're going to do a New Year's Eve cruise out of New York, it may be too chilly for you to get in the outdoor pool. But there are plenty of brave souls that use the pool during our sailing. Due to the cold weather and number of people, we chilled at the bamboo pool, which is a covered pool in the solarium on deck 15 just forward of the outdoor pool. The bamboo pool was smaller, but perfect for us. We liked how friendly everyone was, and we even got to hit around the ball. It was nice and chill. Now, there were kids, hence the ball in the pool. So I'm not sure what MSC's policy is about kids in the solarium, but that's something we also liked about MSC Meraviglia. There were generations on board, from grandparents, parents, and children, and we love family cruises. There's also the Horizon Pool on deck 16 aft. It's a small pool with plenty of elevated seating. The Horizon Bar staff walked around and took and delivered drink orders. We had a nice time hanging out there after trying out one of the water slides. Next, we'll go to the Marketplace Buffet, which is aft on deck 15. The food was good, the pizza was excellent, and we totally agree the best at sea. The French fries were really good too, and were pre-seasoned. We're not sure with what, but they were good. The breakfast was great. They had mini sticky buns for breakfast every day, and something like French toast, but so much better. We think it's the best breakfast at sea. The only issue we had was with the availability of juice. The buffet could also be a madhouse, but we found a small entrance to the buffet off to the side of the elevators, and normally you can go all the way to the back of the buffet where there's a shorter line and the same food as in the front of the buffet. Since we're on food, the main dining rooms were separated into several restaurants, probably with the same menus, which changed every day. We were assigned to the Waves restaurant on deck 5. We asked for early dining, but MSC has 2 early dining times, one at 5 p.m. and another at about 7:15 p.m. We were assigned the 7:15 p.m. dining and had to wait outside of the restaurant until it opened to talk to the maitre d' and have our time changed to 5 p.m. That was frustrating, but they were able to get us in the next day, and from then on at 5 p.m. The food was good to excellent. Now, they had a special menu for New Year's Eve, and the complimentary champagne was flowing. Our New Year's Eve dinner consisted of baked scallops and salad as starters, shrimp-filled ravioli, and filet mignon as our main courses, and the piece de resistance, Grandma's chocolate cake for dessert. It was so good. We were surprised given all the bad food reviews for MSC. We thought it would be funny if we liked the food in the main dining room better than on Celebrity Edge, which we did. I almost forgot, the crab cake in the main dining room wasn't loved crab meat, but it was still tasty. I believe the other main restaurants were the Panorama, El Olive d'Ori, and El Olivio d'Oro. Sorry, I totally butchered those. On deck 6. All of them were beautiful restaurants, especially El Olive and El Olivo, which were right across from each other. Now, because the main dining room food normally doesn't get good reviews, we wanted to only eat in the main dining room or at the buffet. So we didn't eat at any of the specialty dining restaurants, which are Ola Tacos and Cantina, Ocean K, Butcher's Cut, Kato Teppanyaki, and Kato Sushi Bar. However, Ocean K was a beautiful restaurant that we got to see because we had to go there to schedule our Carousel Productions at Sea shows. Now for hangouts. There were plenty of bars or cafes to sit down and have a drink and sometimes a snack at. I didn't like the frozen drinks. For some reason, the frozen drink mixes tasted weird to me, but any drinks that weren't frozen tasted great. Jean-Philippe Cafe, the chocolate cafe, sorry if I mispronounced that, was beautiful, but it cost extra, so we just looked and smelled. It smelled so good. The Brass Acre Pub was a little different because you could actually order pub food there, like wings, at a cost. However, unless you go into the pub to order drinks, you don't even know that they serve food there. It's not listed in the daily program that food is served at the pub. If I was able to get a picture of the pub menu, I'll include it here. Since this was a New Year's Eve cruise, there were New Year's Eve parties on the promenade and at the outdoor pool starting at 10:45 p.m. until late. It was strange though because the DJ was great any other time on board, but the music played for New Year's sucked on both the promenade and on the outdoor pool deck. We still had a great time, and they showed the countdown on the promenade dome and on the TV widescreen on the outdoor pool deck. They also gave out party favors for free. Now it's time to talk about the activities we did on board. First, MSC's Voyagers Club matches other status levels from a number of places, not just cruise line loyalty status levels, but also hotels and other places. So we were able to match our loyalty status from Royal Caribbean with MSC. We matched to the Gold membership, which included 1 hour in the Aria Spa thermal area for free once per cruise. We're not used to laying around and doing nothing for hours, so 1 hour was more than enough for us, and we really enjoyed our time in the spa. The thermal area had saunas, steam rooms, a thermal pool, salt rooms, showers, relaxation rooms, a sensory room, and heated loungers. Good luck getting a heated lounger though. We still had a great time. Now I know with all cruise lines they exclude some of the perks depending on the ship, and I wish they didn't do this. It's ridiculous. When we went on Celebrity Edge, we were able to get a loyalty status match, but the included spa time was not included on the newer Celebrity ships. Thumbs down for that policy. Now for the Aqua Park. We did get to experience one of the tube slides. We were in a 2-person tube and it was fast. But one of the issues with sailing in the winter out of New York is that you have to wait until the weather is warm enough to experience the outdoor activities. It was still too cold for us to really take advantage of the Aqua Park or the Himalayan Ropes Bridge. The Aqua Park and Ropes course are included, no extra fee. After experiencing the Aqua Park, we went to the Horizon Bar, which is just behind the Aqua Park area and down a flight of steps. Next, we're going to go to the amusement park, which is located in the Sportplex on deck 16 aft. The amusement park was so much fun and indoors out of the cold. Sportplex has an indoor basketball court with bleacher seating so you can sit and watch. There's also a bowling alley and a bar. We did pretty well on the F1 simulator, and the flight simulator was set to roller coaster and set us upside down, which was crazy fun. The interactive XD cinema was nice too. Now you may have to come back to the Sportplex and check the line to purchase tickets for the activities that you want to do. We lucked out and there was almost no line when we went to buy our tickets. That was the thing on MSC Meraviglia. There could be serious lines all over the ship for paid and included stuff. But we would just come back and check to see if the lines went down for whatever it was that we wanted to do. We didn't let that deter us or affect our cruise. If the line was too long, we just didn't do it unless the line went down. The costs for the amusement park weren't bad. I can see though, if you have an entire family, parents and children, that the cost can add up. But there's a discount depending on your loyalty status, and I saw Mom doing a trick to save money. Use separate cards to purchase the tickets and you get the discount per transaction. The cost for the F1 simulator was $12 each. We got 50% off of one ticket. Had we used separate purchases using separate cards, we both would have got 50% off our tickets. The interactive XD cinema was $11 each and the flight simulator was $10 each. We got no discount on those. You can also purchase fun passes, which are packages that include free credits at certain dollar amounts. And I do want to give a shout out. There was a lady there, I wish I got her name, that was working so hard. At one point, I guess some of the workers there left and were on break. And she was handling every situation, everything that came up. She was cleaning the glasses. She was at the ticket counter getting people's tickets, fixing the bowling alley, and putting people in the F1 simulator, putting everybody in the XD cinema. She did such an amazing job. And shout out to the crew at MSC. They actually, when you ask them a question, would know the answer to the question. I don't know what it is, they get quizzed or what, but it was a really good crew and very experienced and actually knew the ship very well. Now let's talk about the entertainment. We went to a dance show called Club Disco, I believe, in the Broadway Theater on Deck 6 forward. That's the front of the ship. The Broadway Theater is the main theater on board MSC Meraviglia. We liked Club Disco. The dancers were amazing. They were fire. I believe we also went to see Home of Magic, one of the magic shows. Now, my husband liked it, but I think I fell asleep on it. Next, we saw Encore, a show celebrating the music of some of the best Broadway and West End shows, such as Wicked, Phantom, and Les Miserables. I always mispronounce that. Les Mis. We both really like this show. I've been wanting to see Wicked on a cruise ship. Now, it's not the show, but they sang popular music from the shows and did a great job. Shows in the Broadway Theater change every day, and there are 3 shows of the same show every night. Reservations for the shows can be made on the MSC app and on touch screens located throughout the ship near the elevators. If you don't have reservations, you have to wait until reserved seats are released 5 minutes before the show begins. So in order to avoid yet another line, make reservations. Strangely, food and drinks are not permitted in the theater unless they're having a special event where they're serving drinks inside the theater. For entertainment and additional costs, there's carousel productions at sea. We pre-purchased our tickets online before the cruise, but you have to reserve the time you want to go to the shows once you get on board. We had to go to the Ocean Cay restaurant on Deck 6 midship, the middle of the ship, and stand in line to reserve the times you wanted to see the shows. It would be great if you could reserve the times before the cruise as well in order to avoid yet another line. Tickets cost $18 per person for each show and includes a cocktail pre-selected by the cruise line, including virgin cocktails. Now it says a cocktail, but after we finished our first drinks, we went back and asked for another cocktail, and they let us get more cocktails every time. The shows in the Carousel Lounge on Deck 7 aft were Rock Circus and House of Houdini. House of Houdini was great, and Rock Circus not so much. These shows included singing and cirque performances. We really didn't like the singing and performances in Rock Circus. Note, because our cabin was on Deck 9 aft, we could hear all the rehearsals and performances in our cabin. Now for the ports. In Cape Canaveral, Florida, we stayed on the ship in order to enjoy the amenities on board. Even on a port day, the main pool had too many people for us, so we went to the solarium and chilled in the bamboo pool. We didn't schedule any excursions in order to save money, so in Nassau, Bahamas, we went to the Tiki Bikini Bar on the free beach, Junkanoo Beach. That was a mistake. It was run down and they tried to scam us. We wanted a cabana and were willing to pay for it, but I guess they were trying to save them for larger groups. I don't know. The attendant told us they were about to close to discourage us from purchasing a cabana, which would have come with some free drinks. That was a lie. They stay open late into the night, so after paying for drinks, they ended up giving us the cabana at no charge. Don't waste your time at the Tiki Bikini Bar. Next was Ocean Cay, MSC's private island. Ocean Cay is beautiful and the snorkeling was great. They had an included buffet with a quick service area and several included beach shacks/food trucks. We got burgers and fries from the buffet quick service area, which is basically stuff you can grab and go. We paid for sodas at the buffet drink service nearby. The burgers were real tasty and pre-made with what was like special sauce. I just took my cheese off of my burger. However, the seasoned fries on the ship were better than the fries on the island, which were not pre-seasoned. There's also an ice cream/coffee bar on the island at an extra cost, but I heard that it's worth it. There were small fish right along the banks of the beach in the Ocean Cay Lagoon, North Beach. Loungers were included and located all along the beaches, so we had no problem finding loungers. Umbrellas and beach mats were extra, but I brought a small umbrella that can be attached to a lounger or can be changed into a handheld umbrella. It's small though, y'all. Small. I have some ideas though. We also bring our own water loungers and snorkel gear. Finally, debarkation. No! We had so much fun and really enjoyed our MSC Meraviglia cruise. We can't wait to cruise again with MSC. Debarkation was normal. MSC left our luggage tags in the cabin for us to put on our luggage that we needed them to take. We set our luggage that we wanted them to take out the night before departure and kept our luggage that we needed to walk off ourselves. Don't forget your jammies, toiletries, and clothes for the next day. Debarkation didn't take long, and soon we were driving home. Thank you for watching Phoenix Blue Designs and Travel. Please like and subscribe if this video was helpful. Happy New Year, and we hope you get a chance to get out there.